I've got a balance on that beam now to get around to the tank, which you can barely see on camera. Please don't drop through the floorboards. I thought that'd be a good one to achieve, please, in episode, because it nearly caught me out. Welcome back, YouTube. Catch me in the office. I'm going through a lot of quotes, a lot of paperwork. Silly season is in full flow, and of course, with the cold weather, so is the breakdown. So I've got a couple of breakdowns for this week. One of them is a job with revisiting. Showed you just for New Year. A breakdown, we're going back to fix that. And then we've got another Valliant that's failed. You know what I mean, Valliant. So hopefully, then we'll show you a few hints and tips, how we go about the breakdowns. And yeah, hope they help you out. Well, thank you all again for your support. Really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please look at subscribing. It really helps me out. If you've got any questions, drop in the comments. Always do my best to get back to everybody. Video thumbs up, and yeah, let's crack on with this week's work. So we're back at this job here from previous episodes where both 2 ports have failed. So we're back today to fit 2 new 2 ports. So quick rundown. What's happening is this 2 port here is keeping it on permanently, even with the program off, and that one is passing. So the only control the customer's got is by turning it on and off from the fuse spur. So we need 2 new 2 ports in here. So first thing I've done, I've gone up in the loft, I've bunged the tanks. If you want to know how to do that, I'm going to do an episode on it. If it isn't already out, I can link that in up here somewhere. So yeah, it's got a load of buckets, blue roll. I'm going to say bunging it will save me time, but I'm not looking forward to doing that one because there's no room whatsoever. So I think what we'll do is we'll start with that one. Tell you what, that backing up there was an absolute struggle. It's not much room, so I've undone the back nut, undone this front nut. So what I'm going to do now is gently open it up a bit, just let the water go into there. You shouldn't get much water come out. I can do that top one. I mean, that's the easiest one out of 2. I think that one's going to be a nightmare, but we'll see. As you can see now, if I undo that, there you go, that's it. That's all the water we've lost, it's just that bit. So I've got the new valve primed and ready. Now I do want to get some of this on the nuts if I can, because yes, it will go on the nuts like that, but it is better putting it directly on the nuts of the paste. The reason I've got it prepped is if I snatch this out and you get a glug and it all starts pouring out, that is ready just to put it in, you know what I mean. Don't forget to get your ports the right way around. A, B. B is towards what's coming on, like that. So A is in, B is out, in, out. So it's got to go on like that. So here we go. That was harder than what I thought. Alright, hold on it. So when I was just tightening the nuts up, it just felt like it was going to cross thread. So I was like, crap, old one's out. I'll go run to the van. Let me show you what I did before I run to the van. So I'll just bung the ends up with tissue. Just quickly, tissue either side. Just stop the open ends, because what will happen is if air go into that, then you might have lost the bung. So I quickly did that. I'm going to get my snips, olive cutters. So yeah, I am going to take these nuts off because they don't fit properly for some reason. So yeah, just snip them out and get the new nuts in. Right, so all nuts off. Them are really good to get, but they are expensive, olive cutters. Pay for yourself half the time now, so all it does is just split the olive. Makes a nice need to come off. So yeah, let's put some new nuts on, get that valve in. All we've got to do now is stick the head on. Yeah, it'll just about fit, so these should just clip onto here. We need 2 hands, hold on. Alright, head on, there we go. Take it out of the open position. There we go. That is, believe it or not, the easy one done. It was pretty difficult in there at times, but that's all that one done. The old one is just wired up to this junction centre here. It's just unscrews, so not drama. We'll just rewire that into there. This one, I have no idea where it goes. It just disappears under the floor, so we'll tackle that when we come to it. We can do all the wiring together, so leave all that out for now. Let's have a look at this one. Right, the bottom one, just to make things a little bit easier, I've took the head off. So it's just screw there, and it'll come off. So what I'm actually going to do is take this plate off here. So I can try and drain the water out, undo the nuts, and get it out. So if you didn't know that, if you got near the drain point when you bung the system, you can take that plate off. I've done a video on how to repair a diverter valve, and it shows you taking this plate off. So yeah, just going to take that off. I mean, technically, I could have ordered the plate and repaired it, but the customer wants as long as possible out of the system, so that's why I'm replacing the valve and not repairing it. If they said, like, I'm going to have a new board in the summer, I'll definitely be putting a new plate on there, because it's already had a new sink one, which I'm going to take out of there. So yeah, let's get that done. What I do is try and split this plate, and it's going to go everywhere, I notice. There we go. There we go. Just about get that tub under. The only chance really I've got is if I've got movement on this nut coming down. Please don't drop through the floorboards. It's not going to move up, is it? Oh, man. I might get a bit of movement upwards, actually. There you go. Okay. Right, sideways. Let me get a bit of movement. Welding onto it. Oh, absolute nightmare. Right, now I'll get back in now. I don't know, it's tightening up. That was an absolute pain. Hot water one is all wired up. It's basically wiring wire out. Very simple, very easy. I'm just going to put the case back on. There we go. For this one, not that one, for this one, because I've got no junction box, what I'm going to do, put one of these in. If you haven't seen these before, these are the Region 5-way plug with strain relief. Very useful to have. I think they're about £7. Not the cheapest, but what I could do now is cut that off and just put that in, connect the block. So yeah, it'll just put the one end into there, put it into there, acts like a plug, and then really useful to get when you've got a situation like this. So that's one side all wired in. I've just gone earth, neutral, live, in, out. You can do it any way you want. Just make sure you get the other side exactly the same. Then you put 2 screws in, and that's what gives you strain relief. So even if that gets a tug, it's secured on there. And it acts like a plug. I'm just going to put the wiring around the back, put that head on, and then I'll go back in the loft, take the bungs out, and hopefully we'll have no leaks. That's all connected now, so you just push that around the back. There we go. So that's both of them in. Let's take that out of the lock position as well. There we go. So yeah, we can pop in the loft now and get them bungs out, make sure we've got no leaks. But we ain't lost much water at all. That's all the water we've lost. It's taking a take long to fill this back up, is he says. You watch the cold Phoebe block now. Now I would show you me doing the bung and that, but it's like, yeah, it's all over now. I'm having to balance on these beams, so recording and doing that, yeah. And drills are working. It's all trying to find the tank in the loft, man. especially after Christmas, all Christmas stuff to do, so I've had to move all that out of the way. Right, but yeah, I've got a balance on that beam now to get around to the tank, which you can barely see on camera. So bungs them out. I've just bled it from that bleed point. Not much air come out. Just going to turn it on downstairs to see what happens. So at the moment we've just got the hot water on, and you can see it's moved over. So we know that's working. All I'm going to do is make sure it gets hot around the coil and then just start passing with it. It shouldn't do. It's a brand new valve, but I just want to cover all my base here. So that is hot water only on at the moment. Then we go back down, turn the heating on, make sure they work independently of one another. Right, there you go. 1, 2, new 2 ports. Happy days. I've got the heating on at the moment. It's working fine. Hot water works independently to the heating, and when the hot water's on, it's not passing around the heating. There you go. 2 ports failed at the same time. How about that? Now on this one, you see now I've drained it from the plate. There's actually a video how to repair a diverter valve. So if you ever want to repair one of them valves, or you want to see some hints and tips in there, check out that video. So if I don't know that information, I want to know. Yeah, you can take that plate off, easy drain point on that 2 port. Yeah, that's them 2, all done. Heating's working, hot water's working, happy days. Let's go on to the next one. This vaillant's a pretty good one to explain to you. So, customer's complaint is the hot water's no good, and when the heating's off, all the radiators are getting warm. Okay, so heating off, boiler is just there pumping out the heat, and the hot water is rubbish. So the first thing I did, I pressed I, and it's come up S24 basically. Say the burner was ignited, like that. So when I arrived, it was on S24. You can see that flashing C. That's a warm start demand, that is. So basically, it will preheat the hot water. So I think what's happening is, it's preheating the hot water, but the diverter's failed. So, turn off your warm start demand, turn that down, wait for the C to go off, turn it back up. That's just all the fault of when the heating's off, the radiator's coming on. So, to test the hot water, what I'm going to do is isolate the flow and return, turn the hot water on, see what happens. So the hot water demand is on 60 degrees. Like I see, I've got isolated there and isolated flow and return basically. So what I'm going to do now, just to prove it, I've just felt the hot tap. No, it's not. Just unisolate that. Hold on. Let me get my strong hand on it. Unisolate that. See what happens to the temperature now. I'm guessing that pipe is going, wow, it's going to be hot, and yeah, you see the temperature now, it's going to start going down. Yeah, the pipe's going tepid. So yeah, that is the diverter valve. So we had 2 faults. Yeah, if the radiator's getting hot with no demand, the warm start's activated, that's the one problem, and obviously we can see now that the heat is just blasting around the radiator. So yeah, going to be new diverter valve on this one. I thought that'd be a good one to introduce, please, in the episode, because it nearly caught me out with the warm start activated. It nearly caught me out, so to tell the customer now it's a new diverter valve. I ain't got one on me, so I'm gonna have to order it and come back to get it booked in. I'm using the diverter valve on this one. It's a Valliant ecotec. So yeah, first thing I'm gonna do is drain down, and underneath you got 2 drain points, one on the flow, one on the return. I'm gonna open them up, and they drain into a bucket. So that's drained into a bucket. I'm just going to undo that screw, clip there, and that's off. Inside here, that's the diverter we're going to change there. So you can see this one's got the adapter on, so it's been done before. So I'm just going to take that electric cable off and just wait for it to drain, make sure the auto air vent's open. So it fully drains, then we can start taking it out. One other thing we're going to do is just loosen this head off and open the diverter up, just so it drains all the boiler. So I'll just undo that screw. Let's take out this part of the diverter. It just unhooks. It should come out like that. That spindle there, you can just pull it and it should open up the diverter. So I push it about halfway and it'll drain the rest of the boiler for you. Take off this clip here. Put that to one side. Then we're going to take out that clip there. You need a flathead. Just like that. Pull that out. And you can undo that nut and pull that pipe head away. You can just replace the guts on these. I'll show you how. You can get the fancy tool, but what you can do is, see that look there? I'm just going to snap that off. There's another one there. Snap that off and that'll actually pull out. Let's go underneath it right there. I'm just going to pop that off. screws them out the top, screws out the bottom. There you go, that's the diverter all out. Now you am going to get a bit of water come out. So just get some blue roll, which I should have somewhere. Try that out. I want to get these seals out at the back. 1, 2. There you go. That's the 2 seals out. Discard them. Don't use them. I'm just going to put new seals on there. This is the part number for the new diverter. Comes with diverter, O-ring seals, the 2 seals that you've just seen us remove at the back, 3 screws, and this long one. That's for the bottom, that is, and a fibre washer and a clip. So it comes with everything you need, instructions. So yeah, let's get this new one in. First thing I'm going to do is put these seals on at the back. Seals at the back, I'm just going to put a bit of silicone grease on the back of the seal, just to make it a little bit sticky. I'm going to put that in there. Just do this one, I'm doing both at the same time then. That's the seals on it. When you take the old one out, just make sure that O-ring there comes out off the diverter. Sometimes it gets stuck in there, which is no good. New O-ring on there. Just like that. Silicone grease around there. And then the new one. So just slide in. Just push that into there. There we go. That's the new one in place. So the longer screw will go all the way through there, just about see the hole, you can see there. And just go into there. I like the vallaint changes because it makes it a little bit easier. Not much, but a little bit. So once the bottom screw's in, you can do your 2 top screws. Now, if that happens, what you can actually do, a bit of silicone grease on the end of your screw, pop screwdriver back on, it won't fall off then. Makes it a bit easier to get the screw in. There we go. 3 screws in. Just want to put in the clip at the side of the pump. There's like a little slot, you just push that in, and that's in. Just got to do this pipe. The pipe, discard the old fibre washer, just like that. Old O-ring off. New O-ring. Bit of silicone grease. That's too much. Just wipe the excess off. We can push that into there. Just like so. Fibre washer onto there. Put that on. Then you clip, go through there. Just like that. And push down. There we go, that's that in. Span on that, tiny little nuts tightened up. Clips in, 2 screws at the top, 1 screw at the bottom, that clips in, the electrics, yep, there you go, push in, that's it, that's done. And say with these you get the conversion kit as well, which take it from the old type to the newer type, but that is the diverter all in and done. Let's get it filled up and tested. So close off both your drain offs that you opened earlier, and there's a fill loop on the valance. Not just there. You can top the board up. That should do about halfway. Put the power back on. Board it back on, and we can give it a test. So that noise then was the diverter moving in and out. So so I know it's working well. Okay, but I've run the heat, run the hot water, and make sure there's no faults. So I was saying earlier, you can just replace the inner. So what I've done is I've just snapped off that lug, like you do then. Just grab hold of the spindle, like that, and give it a really good pull. There you go. That's it out. Now Valliant will give you the tool, which where you're supposed to like hook it down, press in, and pull it out. But you're taking it out anyway. Why not just snap the lugs off? It's out. So we could just replace that, but yeah, on this one, we want to get as much out of the boiler as we can. So I just thought we'll just replace the diverter, but you can just replace the innards. You'd save about, it's about £80 if you just replace the innards. So, but that's got all new seals on, new diverter. Let's give it a test. So heating's just come on. Just make sure the heating works first. So let me show you how to put Valliant Ecotec Plus into service mode. So what you want to do is power off, hold down the plus button, then turn on the boiler while keeping the plus button engaged. After a while it'll come up P0. P0 is purge, P1 is high fire, P2 is low fire. Whichever one you want, you just press I for info, and that will come on at full fire, or you just select P2 for low fire. There you go, that's how you put a Valliant Ecotec Plus into service mode. I see it's all okay, just make a hot water man. The fault on this before was the heating, the hot water was lukewarm because it was belting it down the flow pipe. So let's see what happens now. What I want to see is that temperature get up to 60 and maintain 60. Look at that, that's going straight up. Before I think it was going down to about 52, 53, we want to go above that. So yeah, there you go, 59. Yeah, the old water pulse, red hot, beautiful. Just going to check that. You see the steam coming off it here. Beautiful, that. Wow. That's hot, see the steam coming off it, so. Yeah, you know, that's worked. So a few other checks we've got to do on this one now. Because we've took the combustion case off, we've got to do 26.9 checks. So what you're going to do, flue gas analyzer, make sure everything's safe in there. And that is a Valliant diverter valve, all replaced. I'll say that's took me about 20-25 minutes, something like that. But as you can see, it ain't too bad to do. It's like 3 screws, 2 clips and 1 nut. The most awkward part about that is the angle to get it back in. I have cropped it out, but I did struggle. I'm not gonna lie, I did struggle to get the angle right to get it back in. So just be wary of that. It will go in, it seems like it won't fit, but it will. There is a bit of a knack to it, but the more you do, the easier it gets. And there you go, it's a Valliant diverter valve, all done. So thanks for watching this week's episode. I really appreciate it. Just a quick one. I have started a membership now on the channel. Now, the reason behind that is I want to try and put a lot more into the channel. So that means doing more training videos. So explaining boilers, explaining components, business advice, stuff like that. Obviously, these videos do take a lot of time and a lot of effort. So I'm hoping I can get half a day here and there where I can dedicate some time to you and the YouTube channel, try and help you guys out. So if any of you want to sign up to that, check that out. As always though, my content will always be free. It's just a way of helping me out. Look at it as buying me a coffee each month. So if you want to look at that, check out the membership channel. I'd really appreciate it. Hopefully I can start doing some filming in the little studio setup I've got, get some more videos out there. If there's anything you guys want me to do or go through, just let me know, send me a message. I'll see what I can do. I'm hoping to rip out some old boilers so I can get them in there, take out the components, explain how the boiler works. So I have got ideas for the channel, hopefully over the next year, to really help you guys out. So thank you again for your support, and I'll catch you on the next one.